Good evening, everyone. Oh God, wait, way down. Hello there. Hi, Percy, and hi, Anthony. Over on, I'm guessing that's going to be over on. Let me get Facebook land up. Tonight's going to be a bit of one of those ones where everything probably goes wrong and probably can. Uh, Thank you, Ulfric, for the subscription. It's much appreciated. So, tonight's going to be. I've got a couple of daft bits kicking about to show you, as well as a. Oh, thank you, Craig. Thank you, Archnan. It's all great to see you again. As some of you know, we've been building a shop. Um, so the shop is relatively built, which gives me the ability to have Tuesdays off. So with my Tuesdays off, I ended up still in work today and ended up. Thank you, Tavern Wars. Thank you, Archning. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, everyone. We we had a load of deliveries come today, so I popped in for a couple of hours, got them sorted. BattleTech, more BattleTech, some other bits and pieces. But I'd like to get back into the swing of doing all of the streams again. Right, we have a moved chat box. Now, I do apologise because all of the boxes are changed and something like that. I heard from you got a lot of something, but not a building. So, hello, K. Is it K? Chaos? Hi, Faye. I'm going to say Faye, but you'll probably hit me the next time I see you. If I miss anyone's. Oh, that's going to be. I've just seen that with on the streams we're getting some interesting subtitles put on. But so yes, higher Anth, and I think there was a Percy there, Anth, Faye. So yeah, we have the shop up and running to a degree where I can have Tuesdays off and come back onto the streams, which means I'll get a little bit of my own stuff painted here and there. I'll be able to showcase some of the new stuff that we're getting in. Today is going to be a bit of a what do people want to see? This is what we've been doing. This is some of the new products we've got, kind of thing. Then see where we are after that, and maybe even put some paint on a model or two. Not promising that, but yeah. We're going to put the feelers out to see if anyone is interested in us doing anything with their products again, like last time. A quick message to Army Painter, some of the model companies, see if there's anything they fancy doing with us. If not, we're going to use the stream goals to get things to paint and then do giveaways with such things as we have before. I've got no idea if the point system or anything like that is even still working. I'm going with a no. So there's a lot to get back up and running. Widgets, CloudBot. Switched off, that's why. So, yes, if there's anything people want to see or want to do or want to be involved with, let us know. We're going to look to move the streaming setup that we have currently in the garage out the back of the house to the shop, which means we will basically get the ability to do streams from the shop. I just need to work out the logistics of getting the cables over a table, picking the table to do it with. Yay! We've got the Streamlabs working. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, mate. Most of the stuff works a lot better on Twitch. Hello, Van. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, so I'd like to get back into the swing of this. I've missed use lots so much. See, I want the front doors first, mate. The front doors will get done. Sort the heating out, all that sort of stuff. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, thanks for the sub, Anth. That's spot on. We have, as you can see, Ulfric's definitely flexing. And I thought Tavern Wars had broke it there. We've had the stream going for some time. We've just had a few months, 5 months off. Which these points all give you the ability to enter draws and stuff like that. We give away promos, we give away painted figures, we give away all sorts. And then this year, I'm hoping to do the charity event around about October again, but have it 50-50 on a live stream and in the shop at the same time. COVID permitting. So, and we wouldn't, to be honest, we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for COVID. Good or a bad thing. So I've just got a Squirtle. Thank you for the Squirtle. And thank you for the subs and the points and stuff like that. The bit, sorry. It's absolutely amazing to see you all. So, just claim it as a works do. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, hiya K, mate. Good to see you. I'm not good. The world couldn't be any normaler than, yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see normal. So, since I've got it out on the table, I'm going to go over to, hey, things moved. God, I can remember how good this used to be and things worked. Move the chat up a little bit. So, as some of you know, we are now a dealer for Iwata. We got the Neo in for a customer who isn't here tonight. Disgraceful. So I've done the usual thing. Is I've got the Eclipse. I've had the Eclipse for some time, and as you can see, it's immaculate. Good evening, Jack. How are you? It's not like my other workhorses, my Sotars, that are absolutely pitted and bombed to bits. I have actually come to a decision. We can't stock the Badger stuff. And I tried the Eclipse for the last month while setting up the account to get the awarded stuff. And I've been surprisingly impressed with it. It's a lot easier to live with, if that makes sense. We've been able to, yeah, that matters, but that one definitely isn't. I bought that specially for tonight. These things ain't cheap, you know. They're like £8 each or £9 each. The way I go through them. I think I've got my, yep. There's my veteran. So yeah. I found it a lot easier to live with. The only thing that I have come up with, and it's more down to my painting style than anything else, is having to take the back handle off to be able to pull the needle backwards and forwards or out, sort of thing. I can release pressure that way or pull it back like that. That one, I can undo that and pull it all the way out, clean it, put it back in. This one, you've got to pop it off the back. Major problem with it? Nah. It's something I can live with, something I can work on. I've not had to strip this and clean it as much as I've had to clean the Sonar. Don't use your teeth, kids. This, you can just take that apart. The needle is still perfect. And then the tip, let's go for a full-on. Oh, it works, it works, it works. So you can see the tip there has a little, basically a spanner key in it. So you can actually undo the main tip and really clean that. I bought a cleaning kit. Basically one of these guys' cleaning kits. I'm not blown away by it, especially not for the price, but I think it's got bits in that would serve that really well. So that's the Eclipse. So the Eclipses are expensive. This is one of their flagship models. So the Eclipse, I think, is about £200. It is the higher end. So this is why I've bought myself a Neo. So I want to start using the Neo as much as anything. If I'm going to be, 35 quid. I'll show you that in a minute, mate. I think we could possibly come up with a ProTech one with the same stuff, if not better stuff in, cheaper. But I'll have a look at that. So, yeah, I'd heard so much about the Neo, but I jumped to this Eclipse first. I know Rasta loves these, and I've had a lot of people say that they're a cracking little airbrush. If Ronan was on tonight, he's got one. I bought a couple. We do have one in stock at the shop. Bloody thing won't come out. You do get a little spanner for the tip. And it's got Neo engraved on it. Hi, Jake. How are you doing, my friend? Yes, Archnan. I'm liking the CS. I'm going to try and get a new needle set for it. So, first time chat as well, Jake. So yeah, so far I do have a quick release. We've got the quick releases in for them, and quickly pops onto that. Hi G, how are you doing? Hi Jake. Yeah, spot on, mate. I am going to swap out the big pot because I tend to like the small one. That maybe is coming from the eye water. The thing I do like about this, yeah, I tend to do everything. These have got rubber seals on them, and I think there's wax around that as well to make it even better, which is nice. But I tend to do everything finger tight as best as I can. The tool that you get, one of the good parts about the tools that you get in the cleaning kit is the nozzle tool. It doesn't put as much pressure on as that, and you just can't like snap it off, sort of thing. So yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone on Saturday. I'm really really excited about it. Thanks for the sub, mate. It is appreciated. I will get down and see you soon. And yeah. I hope. So, yes, we've got a Neo. I've got a compressor under the table, and I've got an air hose all the way under here. Again, finger tight for the nozzle. Seems to work. Good air pressure. It does feel as though, I don't know if it has a varying. don't know if that's actually changing the pressure any. But so far, the holding it and stuff like that, I have just noticed this doesn't have the cutaway in it. But then again, the lad that I follow, Next Level Painting, Kenny Boucher, he uses his like that most of the time. And I can't see a problem with using it like that. Very similar, or the same needle as the CS. Pretty smooth. I haven't stripped this, cleaned it, or done anything with it yet. I do like to do doing the needle, cleaning the needle, and also putting the needle juice on. But that does have the same front setup with the little screw tip. So quite happy with that. The one thing I have noticed with the Iwata Neo compared to both the Iwatas is the full shroud there. That is going one, protect the needle, but whenever you're wanting to clean an airbrush, we will come on to the cleaners in a second. There is a back flush method, right? Where if you can see the pot there, it's probably going to blow this everywhere. If you can gently put something over the tip without breaking or pushing too hard on the needle, you can blow bubbles back through and back flush. This cleans the tube. It blows all the paint back out from the needle, which gives you, it's a lot easier to clean. So let's just have a look at something to... So this is just cleaning fluid, so it's not going to damage anything. And it is quite thin. It's like, it is just water with flow improver and stuff in. Well, that's quite a small to quite just blasting it all over. But yeah, impressed with that. What I'm not going to do today is throw paint through it. I'm going to chalk, unless I get round to getting some painting done in a bit. I do have some battle techs. Hello there, Python Knight. So yeah, I've got some battle mechs that I might stick some paint over later. So that's the Neo. They're fairly, as far as airbrush goes, they're fairly inexpensive. RRP's on them at £95, and we do our standard 15% off. It's not as if it's going to be one of the Harden Steinbeck Infinities that are 400 quid kits. I am going to try and get back into using this as well, and stop being scared of it and breaking it. It's at the point now, if I break it, I break it. I can fix it. But that does need to... And then I'm going to strip and clean all 5 Sotars that I've got and get rid of some of them and try and switch over to the Neos, since I can support them and sell them. And I'd prefer to know the product that I sell you guys. I'd love to be able to sell you the badges. It's just there's only one supplier in the UK. So I'll start working on the Neos. So along with the Neos, we got some cleaning products. The first one I've had for a while is the Foaming Airbrush Cleaner. You spray it into the cup, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It foams up and cleans. The other thing I use this for is when you've got paint around here, is just giving the whole the whole body of the airbrush a clean over. Keeps it nice and shiny. This does really work for a general cleaner. If you've then got grit and grime in the main floor area of the paint and you want to clean that back, I've been using, and I've just been talking to Ronan about this today. I've been using Spray Craft Airbrush Cleaner, and I swear by this stuff. And it's £8 a can. Right up until the point that I found this product called Premier Airbrush Liquid Reamer. Someone's going to get a laugh with that if Martin's about. And these fellas are £4 at our shop, or £4.10 at the shop, whatever it is. It's literally 2 for 1, same size can. It's the same stuff inside. There's literally no different. I used this today, and it was like, oh, that's a lot cheaper. So my new favoured liquid reamer. I literally just before I found that, I bought 10 cans of that. So, yep, I definitely have spare. Yeah, the Neo's round about $100 on its own. The advice that I give to most people is there is a kit out there with a compressor called an AS186. It's a Chinese tanked compressor. Make sure it's got a tank and a compressor, and they're round about, again, $100. You spend £200 in total, and you get a good airbrush, a Neo, or if you can get them, a Sotar. I'd like to get used to this Neo and compare them side by side, sort of thing. But the Neo's been as you've seen a couple of people say, it's an absolute workhorse. And the AS186, I've had 2 or 3 of them, but I've been airbrushing for 10 years. And my compressor's permanently on. It's always pressured, and it's always in use. I use it 2 or 3 times a day, every day. And I get 2 years use out of the AS186s. And yeah, they tend to fall over because of overuse and literally using them day in, day out. So on normal use, you'd probably get 4 or 5 years out of them. And compared to the other ones of similar sort of level, money for bang for your buck, they're pretty good. Good evening, Kinger and Mr. Sturgeon over in Facebook land. To answer Paul's question, we have started streaming again tonight. This is our first night. It's because I had a day off today. I thought I'd put a stream on and then start to find out what people want to do, how they want to go about it, what they want to start working on, or what they want us to start working on. We've got a bit of a... Someone's told me that this OP kit hasn't been released yet, which I'm a bit scared about now. But I've seen nothing. When I got it, there was nothing about not sharing it or anything like that. There's no street date or release date. So, yeah, I'm sure if Anthony's still around, he'll be able to tell me if it's... Not yet, mate. God, give us a chance. I've only just worked out how to get everything back together and running. Next Tuesday, I'll get the gallery running just for you, Paul. And I know we'll spend about half an hour going through just your stuff. I do watch what you've been painting and can still see it all. Just with having the shop, I've not had much chance to get stuff. Yeah. So, right, we'll come back to that, but a lot of my painting, I'm going blind, I'm starting to shake, but a lot of my painting doesn't involve a high amount of dexterity. If I'm using brushes of that sort of nature a lot of the time. Here's my go-to brushes at the moment. I've got a dry brush. I've got a size 5 Kolinsky that's a bit haggard, and then I do have my size 0, but that's as small as I go, and I'm very rarely using that at the moment. I do have a couple over here, but they're nothing major. I gave my other dry brush set away, and we've just got them back into stock. The Army Painter dry brush sets are absolutely phenomenal. I got these Artis Opus ones, and they're about 60 quid for a set of 4. And yeah, I'd prefer to have bought 3 sets of the Army Painter ones for that sort of price. You'll hear me say it a lot. I don't profess to going, you have to buy everything Army Painter. You have to buy everything GW. You have to buy everything Neo or Badger or anything like that. Everything's got a place. GW washers. I use GW washers religiously for certain applications. I love the yeah, and I've moved stuff around so I can't get into it. I love the Army Painter washers as well. Their range does a whole load of different stuff. Yes, they are. They're really good, Paul. I use my war paints. I love Darkstone. I love their metallics. There is another type of metallic on the market, the Vallejo metal colours. You'll hear me go on about them a lot. Everything out there has a job. Yes, Kinger, you have to buy it all through Proto. This has been our philosophy from day one. If we have it on here, we like to be able to supply it. If we can't supply it, like I don't do GW, I'll recommend you go to your FLGS, or if it's someone you can't get it through like that, I tend to know who to get it from, and supporting the good stores out there and not these people that are going to have your eyes out and that sort of stuff. So the last thing from the world of airbrush is this is Iwata's or media. It is Iwata's own make of Airbrush Cleaner. Fast acting, odorless, environmentally safe. It ticks all the boxes. It tasted like washing up liquid earlier when I got some in my mouth by mistake, pulling off the security top so it doesn't leak. So it was a case of, yeah, give it a go, poof, and it works. It's as good as the stuff that I've been using. Again, I'm going to go. Catch you soon, Archinin. Thanks for popping by. So yeah, this stuff's good. I really enjoyed it while I was using it yesterday. I did some X-Wing. Yes, that is the Protect guarantee. I've had it in my mouth at some point. Wonder if it still works. Yes, we don't have a patron anymore, though. Oh, wow. Cheers, Kinger. The patron has gone for now. We will look at something else coming forward. Cheers. We seem to have some weird Russian person commenting, but I don't know where they're commenting from. Anyway, it's not on Facebook. Yeah, I can see it up here, but it must mean we've got people that are interested if we're getting bots attacking us already. I will have a look at that and see what can be done to discourage said people. Anyway, let me put the airbrushes away, and hopefully I might be able to get the Neo out and do some priming in a bit. And what else was there for today? So there was... oh, yes. That wasn't the last airbrush thingy. So, I did pick up a pack of their normal cleaning sticks. They're just mini pipe cleaners. They're not expensive. We will get some into the shop. But what I did get... is it happening over on YouTube? No, I just didn't remember I was doing it over there, Python, thanks. But that's probably where... Yep. Thank you. So, now I've got rid of them peoples. And this is the eye water cleaning kit. It is RRP round about £35. So I'll open it so it's no longer glaring in Mr. Stander's old eyes. So disposable cleaning wipes contain. So this is basically the Airbrush Cleaner in a wipe form as well. So yeah, you get 50 eye water pipe cleaners, but obviously cleaning the pipes. You get a eye water cleaning brush. I wonder how good that is as a dry brush. You get a very small bottle of ready-to-use airbrush cleaner. You get a how-to guide of all of the things to do and not to do. I'll remind me in a minute, Kinger. Let me get through this, and I'll tell you, because it's actually doing rather well. So that's the lube I was on about for doing the tip. Putting that on the tip tends to stop a lot of the paint sticking to it. And these are mini cleaning brushes. I've not had a chance to use them, but they're just Dentax or Dentex. And they actually smell minty, so they're proper. You were meant to get 3 of these, and I only got 2 for some reason. But yeah, the good parts that I did like about it is you get an eye water magnifier for checking the tip in various different magnifications, and I know Rasta uses one of these for fixing his tips and stuff like that. They also have a tip fixing tool, which we're going to be looking at getting it as well. And this is the tip spanner I was on about. It is called an eye water wrench, nozzle wrench. So the tip goes into yeah, the tip goes into there, and it just undoes. So it does look like it's a cracking piece of kit. Nice little piece of machined alley and a steel tip on it. Oh dear, Tomo. So 35 quid. I'm going to have a look to see if, for one, there's anything else out there, and 2, obviously, because not everyone's running an eye water, if we can make a ProTech airbrush cleaning kit. See what it works out at. Might be worth it. So, I just want to say a big shout out. Us mere mortals in the UK couldn't get hold of some of our BattleTech. So we were looking at. I decided I was going to run the Wolves Dragoons. So there was these Wolves Dragoons box sets. Which came out as a Barnes and Noble exclusive. So there's about 3 or 4 of us that really wanted these. I ended up biting the bullet before thinking, oh yeah, I should ask if I know anyone in America. So I bit the bullet and bought one, very expensive. And then we got another 2 this week from X-Wing Tavern Wars. A huge shout out and a thank you, mate. I may actually paint these on the stream as well. This is the faction that I'm running. We painted some of these in the actual right colours during lockdown. So, yeah, I'm quite eager to get into painting some of the Wolves Dragoons. Right, let's go to something that I know a lot of people have been waiting for. We have got a kit to use. No, I've not had anything through yet, Craig. We have everything that they have to offer on pre-order, but the Shadow Collective hasn't been given anything from us yet. So yes, we've picked up some of these kits to use. There could be. I don't think I've seen any of these yet. I just think the place we're getting them from had them earlier and shipped them earlier. There's no release date on them. I checked the website. There's nothing that I could see that would. So we have Colossus kits to run at the shop. We have a few of the other kits as well. So here we go, and we will open it. You get to, at this point, hear me go, possibly. So this is the Ultimate Encounter Unstoppable Colossus. It's running through an Ultimate Encounter, very much like the past ones. Cooperative, Unstoppable Colossus, setup, momentum, gains and loses momentum. Ooh, rampage. Yeah, Shadow Collective's meant to be later this year. We don't know fully on what's going on with it yet. So again, token set. I think this is meant to come out, meant to be used after Colossus comes out as well. I don't know if you need a Colossus figure because there's no token for him. Oh, I will have to have a look at that. Special rules. Destroying towers. Activation phases, cleanup phases. Scod. Whoa, that's quite a threat level. Threat level 17. Tactic cards. Can't see anything about needing. We've had varying. Oh god, that's show mod item. There we go. Yep. Bye. we've had a couple of yeses and nos. Sorry about that. This is why I don't take pre-orders, because you could be waiting around forever. We will get them. We'll get as many as we can, and we'll have them when Asmodee release them. That's all I can guarantee. I don't want unhappy customers, and I don't want people going, well, such and such got them 2 days ago. We know how Asmodee have been problematic over the last couple of years, so. But let's have a look at the kit. The kit has an Unstoppable Colossus card. Let's see if you can. Yeah. Yes, Jack, definitely. Hello there. We believe it's the new event kit. Yes, Unstoppable Colossus. That's the new card from it, and then obviously we've got the token tracker as it goes through, and again the setup cards. Can't see. It does put an Unstoppable Colossus in the middle of it, so I'm guessing we may need a figure for that. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we need to get this, get some Colossi up and running. So it'll give me a chance to run a couple of the other events first, but we do have the main. Yeah, so February the 11th, so 2 weeks. As soon as it's out, I'll see about getting an event up. We've got enough for 34, I think. 32 people, I think. If there are 8 per kit, and I will definitely have enough for 32. So we do have the other. I printed it out today. I will have. Yes, Friday Night Crisis for anyone round the Northeast. Every Friday we have. Yeah, I think it isn't it. People are turning Juggernaut into him. Well, hopefully, we'll have 2 Grahams there this week. We've had mention of a couple of the lads that. Yeah, there's a couple of lads that are struggling for Fridays, but if I can get some Sunday events on for you guys, then even better. I need to look at how to run the competitive, because all I've looked at is running them ones so far. So we might do a couple of bits of competitive as well, along with doing the happy ones. You will be there this week. You better be. So that brings me to Lord of the Rings. Are you still here, Kinger? Oh, Kinger. Kinger, wake up. Look, I'm putting Lords of the Rings stuff on the screen, and Kinger's not here again. So, there he is. I managed to pick up some iron dwarfs. they were pro painted. I have cleaned these up, so I can't actually show you what I was going to comment on. But if you check out Facebook, Mr. Percy will tell you how good they were. Ah, right, yes, there is a delay going on with everything, I think. So this gives an example. Unfortunately, the lad that this was not the lad. Yeah. Okay, Percy. 100%. The lad that I bought these off, it wasn't his fault. He's been using a commission painter that may have pulled wool over eyes, to say the least. So if you look between his legs there, at where the red paint should be, it's still resin. It doesn't even have primer on it. And he's got more red on the actual legs than actually on the cape. And then the cape just has what can only be described as big splodges of wash, which looks like we worked it out as gloss. Yeah, it's not even primed. The paint's chipping off. That is just red paint straight on the... Yeah. So the lad sorted us some money back out for them. And we were looking at stripping them. I don't think stripping them is going to be a viable option. So what I'm going to do is, there you go, and that's just a plastic scraper. It's just taking the paint straight off, which isn't too much of a bad thing. You know, Percy, this might strip very easily. So yes, we're looking at stripping them and doing something with them. Oh, and then I'm just going to use them for myself. But I have a friend who is going to paint me some. I got some goats. I got the Scottish bloke, whatever he's called. So I'm going to have an Iron Hills. Excuse me, I'm going to have to take a drink. I just got my cough sorted as well. Because the stream I did a while ago to see if I was up for it, I couldn't stop coughing, and we found out it was some tablets I was on, not COVID. So yeah, I'm going to see what I can do with them. I'm not promising anything. But this did turn up this week. Oi, that's a big picture. So I'm going to start out with normal dwarves when we start our campaign. One of my friends is going to run a campaign for us, and we're going to run battle companies to start with to see how it goes. We've been investing in... Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, that's an idea. Wow. That is back to primer. Back to... Wow. Yeah, that's straight. Straight to the resin. Do not pass go, do not collect £200. The red's staying on pretty well. All the other paint's just falling off. Hey, Egan. Long time no see. Yeah. That is mightily impressive. Yeah, I think we're good to strip these, Percy. Put them in the garden. Strong breeze. Sorted. But yeah, I felt sorry for the lad, so I've took them. He did give quite a generous discount. Someone did actually say they would buy them off me and then messed up his money, so I've ended up keeping them myself in the long run. But they're still good. We can do something with them, and hopefully they'll live up to the other ones that I'm getting painted. I might even paint some of them on stream. So, as it stands, we're doing a lot of indie games at ProTech. All sorts. I think the list is beyond 30 now of what we've been putting on. Yeah, but that's not saying much up here, Paul. We can strip concrete up here with our... Yeah. You've obviously never been in a room with me and Snowy. Yeah. So yes, hot topics at the moment around ProTech have been the amazing Moonstone. I don't have any of it here at the moment. One of my friends is painting mine for me. So Moonstone's doing... yeah, Tomo's been party to it quite a few times. So yeah, Moonstone's took off really well at the shop. I got a demo of it on Friday. Yeah, I'll get onto that one. So yeah, we've got Moonstone running. I got a demo of it on Friday from Darren. That is super fun. There's... it's going to be very hard to turn it into a hyper-competitive game. But it's just throw 6 models down on a table and beat the living daylights out of each other, to the point where my MVP at on the night was a character called Beaky Bobby. Beaky Bobby's signature move is to running into the middle of a group of people and farting. That is his... that's his signature move, and he does 2 damage to everything around him. And it was just so funny that he could just run in, drop 1. Well, he dropped 2, and then actually dropped 2 characters of Darren's. And it was like, that's good to hurt. And the fact that he's a gremlin or a goblin in a flasher mac with a plague doctor's mask on it. Yeah, absolutely amazing character. So we're playing that. We know Anth's wife plays it, Faye. So is it Faye, Anth? I just don't want to keep going butchering her name, and then she comes down and kills me week in, week out with whatever Moonstone shenanigans she can pull. Then we've got again with Faye helping, hopefully. Is it Fiona or Faye? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'll ask her next time she's in. But we're starting down the route of Malifaux as well. I've been looking at a couple of crews to pick up for Malifaux. So keep your eyes open for that one as well. We might be doing a couple of little sections on that. A Song of Fire and Ice. There's four of us that definitely have it. Moving on to 5 or 6 that are picking up bits here and there. We managed to get a couple of second-hand sets in, fully painted as well. I have 2 sets, a set for myself and a set for the shop. So we have, yes, Night's Watch, a fully painted Night's Watch army and a fully painted Stark army, thanks to Mr. Aaron Carabine, who used to demo for Cool Mini. So that's there to be tried and played. He gave me a demo of it in the shop. He taught me how to play it quickly. So yeah, we've got that. We do have, as Paul knows, I do have a Daenerys Mother of Dragons set as well. More to do with I wanted to paint the dragons, but once I saw some of the gap lines in, I needed to get some putty, and we don't have any in stock. So I've been trying to get Tamiya putty because it's good, but up to now, nothing yet. Yeah, I think we're going to be limited on our space as well, Paul. We can fit 40 X-Wingers in at a little bit of a squeeze on 3x3s, or 10, probably 10 playing, 20 people playing on 6x4s. But as I said, we weren't ever intending to be a massive store. I'd prefer to put 20 people in doing painting tutorials and stuff like that. See you in a minute, Kinger. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get on painting these ones. I just don't have any. The only primer I've got at home is Ossified Earth, which is like sand primer. And this stuff's been really good. We've been hammering the cans on this. It's not that you can see it. It's £9 for a can. I don't have any GW cans laid around, I don't think. Yeah, black in here. They are. Oh, I do. That's the size comparison to GW. You're getting at least that much more. In millimeters or milliliters, it's 100 mil extra in the can. And the cheaper, and I've not had any problems with them yet. They've been about the same sort of level of quality. I've been hammering the grey. I think I've used about 20 tins of the grey on the scenery for the shop. But yeah, and that we're using for the sand coloured stuff as well. But I have switched a lot of my painting to that paint now. Again, we stock it, but we can't send it out, so it's just locals that can get it. Something else that's come up lately, and I took them all into work, but I do have the one that Ash picked me up last year during the streams. Yeah, but the problem I've had with the Halford stuff is some of the paints, especially the Pro Krills, the higher end paint, do actually take a lot more to cover it. For some reason, they don't stick as well. If you're just putting GW or Army Painter over it, then yeah, it's good. But again, trying to find the right one. So if you put the red down, you can actually wet blend straight over the top of the red. Where the Halfords, you need to put a coat of the colour down and then start to wet blend over the top of it, just so you've got the base. Whereas the Colour Forge GW stuff does exactly the same. It gives you a base to start blending from. there's even cheaper ones out there. For scenery, I've been using the pound shop cans. They work. They change the stuff to black, but you can soon tell when you start dry brushing on it and stuff like that that it's not as good. You get graining, and the same with the Halford's matte black. When I use that, I don't know if you can see. You see how the silver's smooth on there. It makes it look like it would be good for rust because you can actually see the raised edges and the a slight gritty texture to the paint. My favourite, and always will be now, is Airbrush Primer. It's so much easier, and that's the equivalent to about 50 cans. So yes, I've had a lot of people say that the Colourforge stuff does cover a lot better. I'd say the black was on par, so you've got the level, the same sort of level on the blacks, but any of the colours seem to work a lot better. The white takes 2 coats to get a really good colour coverage, whereas the GW takes 3, possibly 4. So, but again, I do like the Retributor Gold is slightly better from GW, but it's not double the price better. I can do just as much with the gold from what's it called? Yes. I can't remember the name of it. The color forged one. I just can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, it's all yeah. It's a lot nicer, and it's only £9 a can. Yeah, for the for the price point and the fact that you get a lot more than you would with GW stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a ooh. I'll switch to this. So we've done that. We've done them. We've done the reveal of showing off my new kits. Dwarfs away. Dragoons are done. As I said, yeah. These are the 54mm stuff that I've been doing during lockdown. I've got Eisenstein done. My friend Dale got me a Vindicare that I finished off last week. He's down the shop now in the display cabinet. I've got Barbaretta, who has been a pain in the backside because I've had to pin every joint. I've had to pin the gun. I've had to pin the baton and grenades and this baton arm. It's all had to be pinned because every time I touched it, as little as that, something fell off before. And she's still got the riot shield to go into place once. I'm happy with that, and the painting's done. I'm going to fit it after, and then the painting is all covered. The Cyber Mastiff is nearly done. I need to do some colour on the cable work down his stomach area and on his neck area, and maybe give him glowing red eyes because he does look evil, and then get the base finished off. Shiny on the base. I did manage to pick up a an elf ranger, and again, it's a hard to get variant of the 54mm stuff. And when it was put together, it wasn't put together brilliantly. And then when I've come to do it myself, nothing seems to line up. So it's going to take some work because the gaps are huge. Yes, all cyborgs should have glowing red eyes. So yeah, this had a play around with smoothing his jack it out because down this edge there was a huge mold line. The other mold line is literally his cape edge. No idea why they put the mold line there and went to that side when they could have just followed that line down there and it would have just hidden it all nicely. Instead, again, I'm needing putty to fill it out and to clean it. But these are fantastic models to play around with. I'd say 54mm Inquisitor models. One of my friends, again, it's down the shop and it should be at home ready to be painted. One of my friends printed me some Death Corps Krieg 54mm figures. So I've got a squad of 5 of them to do. Then there was a Inquisitor Psyker to do as well. I got a Custodes Shield Captain to do off him, obviously in the 54mm. And then I was quite cheeky and asked him if he could do me a Dreadnought. So I've got a 54mm scale Contempt Dreadnought to do. Again, that could be something I'd do on the stream. They're really, really gorgeous prints. They're not officially them. They're named as other things, but they are proxies for them. And they're absolutely amazing. It's still there, Paul. Oh, look at that. And I beat Kinger to it as well. I don't know if that link still works. Can someone tell me if that still works? Hi, Clive, over on the Facebooks. I don't know what you're on about, delay cheats. I don't cheat. I'm never cheating. I'm going to have to work out how long this delay is. So, hand on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-second delay. Sorry, guys. We've got new interwebs in as well, which is Mr. Stander. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. You know, Paul puts his first model in there, and what's the first thing that I see when he puts the model in there? Is it this one? It is this one. Yep, I saw it, Paul. Is that one? Oh, it's there. I don't know what you're on about, Paul. No, I've seen it on mine. I hadn't seen it before. There you go. Rough it up a bit, and I can see the line now. Cool. I'll not get caught out like Paul did. I'll probably get caught out with about another 20. Did you just base coat that black, Paul? I'm going to look on yours to see if I can see any more mold lines. Yeah. what I will do is I'll put my close-up glasses on so I can make sure I don't. I tend to do a blast over with the airbrush, put a primer down onto it, and then pick out all of the mould lines from that. And then I can always go back and give it another quick blast over. Right down the centre of the rock. No, I did clean the ones up on the chest that I found. Yeah, that seems alright, that side, Paul. Yeah, I saw that dragon coming out. I'm still waiting for my dragon from Kinger. Let's give this wee Neo a go. What I am going to do though is cover up my nice, cool, shiny new mat and put the old one down there for airbrushing over. So I've just got a small bottle of Stynel Red, which is the Badger Primer. And give it a quick blast. And that's how it... Nice. I haven't missed one. What will happen is my first layer of primer or black will show them up, Kinger. Yeah, open the valve up a bit and it really lets it coat it. That's nice. So you can actually do it a little bit at a time and just go easy on it, or you can actually just rattle can level of blitz the paint onto it. Yeah, they look good, mate. I still haven't had that. Is it Tamara game? People started saying that they were getting from Kickstarter. I might have to have a look into that. Because that had a load of dragons in. So if I wasn't going back over it all the time, the bottom half of that was dry. You do know that it's a different show, don't you? You're watching a Game of Thrones. Did you get the Kickstarter or did you get the retail version? Yeah, mine's been down the shop for a while. Have you found a knight yet? Yeah. You should have seen how the stores had to get them. We were allowed one. We had to buy 4 full sets. And when we bought 4 full sets, we basically were allowed one of the knights. Yes, Tavern Wars. Yeah, one. It was stupid. I've lost a lot of. Everyone knows how much I used to love Asmodee and work for them and do that sort of stuff. I've just lost a lot of faith in them over the last few months with setting the store up. It's been very hard. So that's cleaned through really well. In fact, very well. Bit of back flush. Okay. Tip looks really clean. Bit of that in the tip just to finish off. Just the tip. Around. And there we go. So yeah, pretty chuffed with that. So first go of it, so far so good. We'll see how it is to live with. Yeah, I've asked a few friends, Paul, and they've not been able to get them either. Have a quick look at something. Right. Interesting. Doesn't seem to be showing. We're open at 10, and yeah, opening at 10. Then yeah, starting at round 11. It's going to be casual, relaxed, just a bit of a chill day, mate. That one. Ah. Just having a quick look. Catch you later, Paul. Ah, right. Cool. Yes, so we'll get some. I've got a week to prepare and look at stuff to line up for it. Is that doing its usual trick off the white? It is. Stupid pot. Anyone that's here now, have you got any? I'll just pick up crap and paint it and do that sort of stuff, some daft giveaways. As I say, going forward, any of the donations are now going to be for stuff we do on the streams. Picking up a box of something and painting it, and then doing it as a giveaway, whether it's a juggernaut or whether it's an X-wing ship or stuff like that. I've still got X-wing ships still sat on the table. I've got the camouflaged K-wing that we did 6 months ago. I've got Hulkbuster that is just in the metallic reds. It's a lot darker than what it looks on the screen, because if you look underneath, we did a proper zenithal on it. It was an interesting one to do. So I've got him to finish. I've obviously got Doggo and Barbaretta to finish. Did I ever finish Cad? Glow in the Dark Cad needs to be finished. There's stuff on the table going months. But what do you guys want to see? I'm hoping to do some speed paint battle mechs using thingy speed paints when they come out. I've done some bits and pieces. That's one of the grey ones that needs camo putting over it. So again, that's another one to work on. I do have some worms to paint. So this is for Kings of War. If you're buying, mate, then yeah, I've got in enough trouble doing the oh, what's it called? The squig that still sits at the office. Yeah, in the office, looking at me every day, judgingly. I've got a load of worms that. So all of these worms are to go onto this plate in various forms and stuff like that. And this is for Kings of War. Kingers of War. And then some smaller ones and then some little baby ones. And we need 40 worms on here. Yeah, some airbrushing with big beasties. That is doable. I've just done a tank for a friend. We took some advice. Well, I didn't take advice. I took it off him how he wanted to do it. And it was the old. He wanted it 3 colours up, prime it, and then slap some yellow. Yeah, I even bought in yellow contrast, 3 bottles of it, because we were just going to lather it all over. As you can tell, they got used once. And now we painted that for him. So I just went down the route of the usual, yes, the GW yellow, Avalon Sunset, and then the Cassandra yellow wash, and then just some of the panels. We went back over with quick dry brush, and then went back over the panels with some of the colours, with some of the yellows, and then some yellow ink to bring out some of the bright panels. Again, that is very bright on the screen. A lot darker in person and not as garish, as it, so to speak. Yeah, it does. But through the airbrush, it covered such a mess. This was in quite a state when I put the contrast over it. So I'm hoping that the Army Painter contrasts are better. So the Legion Fluttercraft. Yeah, let's stick one of them down. I would have done the lat, but I managed to pick up a lat second-hand that I've ended up keeping myself. That's something else. ProTech are doing trade-ins now. We're taking in stock. Unwanted armies, unloved bags of soldiers, just sat there not doing anything. So if people are wanting to get rid of some stuff that they've got no use for anymore, we do trade-ins. We can't offer you the earth for them, but if you just want to dump stuff, get rid of it, we'll take it off your hands and give you some nice shiny store credit for it. We've had quite a few people take us up on it over the last couple of months, and it seems to be a way of people not having to deal with Facebook and stuff like that, or eBay, and dealing with all of the ups and downs. We take it in, we put it on the shelves, we get a little bit back ourselves on it, pay the tax man, everyone's happy. I hate the tax man. Tax man's horrible. But yeah, so I've been going about an hour and a half ish. I have literally nothing else prepared for this evening, so I'm going to call it there. Put my airbrush back in the thing. Yes. Surprise. Shh. That would be a big one. I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll have a look tomorrow, Ulfric, and then we'll go from there. But yes, thank you everyone for coming by tonight. Thank you everyone for resubbing and for the bits and stuff like that. We are back. I will try and I'm going to try Tuesdays, but we could end up going back to Wednesdays depending on my days off sort of thing and how it affects. I've got more time on my day off to stick a live stream up and stuff like that. So at the moment, once a week, yeah. So we're going to go for Tuesdays for now. I'll try this week and next week. Sorry, I'll try the next 2 weeks on Tuesdays. It used to be Rasta used to stream on a Tuesday, but at the moment, life and other things are taking over. So Rasta's took a small step back by the looks of it. So for now we'll do the Tuesdays. If he comes back on, we can move to Wednesdays. It's not we'll just see how it goes. We'll play it by ear, but we will be here. That's the main thing. We're going to be back, try and get some new graphics done, and then get some prizes for you as lot. See what we can dig up and what we can do. So, thank you everyone for coming by tonight. It's been great to see you all. It's been great to catch up, and I shall catch you next week. In the meantime, take care.